Hi, I'm Lori McPhillips, and I'm with Caldwell Banker, where we're here today. And I'm very excited to be the newest member of the Community Service Council and serve on that board. I have a past history with the Community Service Council going back probably about 20 years or so, and very familiar with my other service work and volunteer work in the Will County area, and really always admired what they did. And being in the housing business, selling houses for Caldwell Banker too, I really appreciate home ownership, and that's one of the strong programs that they have at the Community Service Council, is not only home ownership but counseling for homeowners as well. And it's so important because everybody has ups and downs in their lives, and just to be able to have that service just a phone call away is just a blessing for our community. And seeing the other people on the board, they're not only, it's a wonderful board, and it's just a diverse board. And the people on the board are not only involved with the Community Service Council, but other aspects of our community as well. And I think that speaks volumes for the membership of the board and the strengths of the board and what they want to do. And I'm so excited, as right now they're in the growth phase of the Community Service Council, and just to be a part of that and help that board grow and the programs grow and get the message out and help as many people in our community that we can. So I'm really, really excited about the next venture that I'm taking here, and I look forward to being on the board and working with some wonderful people. Thank you.
Well, first and foremost, WJOL and Alpha Media, we're a news gathering organization. We report the news, traffic, weather, we talk to community figures, but what I wanted to do with this radio station, more so than just be a news organization, is be a huge part of the community. Because we are Joliet, we are Will County, and this particular area has no other platform to get its views out, to entertain, but yet also inform residents of the area what's happening within their school districts, their park districts, their municipalities. It's a huge part of what we do here. So yes, we could just stick to reporting the news, but as far as I'm concerned, and as long as I'll be running the radio station, we want to be immersed in the community, helping not-for-profit organizations who don't have a budget, who don't have the time, who don't have the resources to get their message out. That's what we can do for them. We can be that platform so they can further their efforts, if you will, in helping the community be a better place. It's a huge part of what WJOL has been for 90 plus years and will continue to be.
We all know that the struggles of life happen to anyone at any time. It could be something you're going through, a life incident, something that's going on with your family. And we know that those struggles that happen in your life, they can be painful, difficult to overcome, and sometimes you just don't know where to go. But here in our community, you should know that you are not alone. Right now in Will County, mental health is one of our largest and greatest needs. So if it's something that is bothering you and is preventing you from living a fulfilled and happy life, perhaps it's marital issues. Maybe your child has issues and behavioral problems at school. Maybe your teen is having difficulties. Perhaps it's PTSD. Please know that these are problems that so many others in our community face. And know that you do have a place to go so you can be the best version of you. And that place is the Community Service Council of Northern Will County. They have a dedicated staff of counselors on hand who are there to help you and your family overcome these issues that are impacting your life. Now, if it was as easy as making lemonade out of lemons, then we would all do that. But we also know sometimes you need that extra help in order to move forward. So you can be confident that the Community Service Council of Northern Will County is there to help you and your family during your time of need.
Hi, my name is Lori McPhillips, and I'm with the Community Service Council Board, and just excited to be a part of the board, and haven't been involved in the community for many, many years with a lot of different groups and fundraising, and it's so important, all the different variety of groups that we have in Will County to help people in need. And the wonderful thing that I always notice about our community is their generosity. And it's so important to help support all these organizations, because at some point in another in our lives, everyone needs help. Everybody has ups and downs, and just to have that safety net for people in our community, and just a phone call away or a short drive away to get the services that we need and the help that we need. And all of this can't be accomplished without the support of our community, financial support, in-kind support, whatever you can do. I feel very strongly about this organization and about helping our community, and especially the services that they provide here in Will County for our families and our people in need here. And whatever you can do to help out, take a look at the website and look at all the wonderful things that they do and all the people that they help. And anything that you can do to help out would be greatly appreciated. That's what we're all about, helping others in our community. Everybody at some time, like I said, needs that help. So like other organizations are out there, everybody has a specific need and something that's near and dear to their heart. Housing is near and dear to my heart, and I think a lot of people have that same feeling too, because your house, it's your castle basically. That's where you live, that's where you have memories of your family. So this organization really helps support that and helps sustain that. And we thank you for your generosity, and other organizations if you already have donated, but anything that you could do to help out and support the Community Service Council would be just greatly appreciated. Thank you.
I have been involved with Community Service Council now for several years, starting back in Romeoville when I worked at our Crest Hill location. Bob and I had met through our board activity with the Romeoville Chamber of Commerce, and First Midwest became involved in many of the financial literacy workshops that Community Service Council offers. From that time, Bob and I kind of lost contact for a bit as I moved into the Joliet area, and reconnected just about 2+ years ago, where we definitely found an opportunity for First Midwest Bank and Community Service Council to partner together again. Through that partnership, we have started to work with Money Smart Week, where First Midwest offers our financial literacy workshops, very basic workshops such as how to manage a checking account, to managing your credit, recovering from financial disasters, securing your identity, and many, many others. Those workshops have also led us to develop some more partnerships from home ownership programs, in which Community Service Council partners with First Midwest Bank and our residential lenders to work with some of our first-time homebuyer programs, as well as home buying workshops and literacy programs as well. And when Bob asked me to be part of the Community Service Council board, I was very thrilled. I think that Community Service Council is a very forward-thinking organization that really is committed to the communities that we serve and helping our clients to get into a better place, whether that's a home, whether that's mentally, with their families. It really is a program that I feel benefits the community, and I enjoy giving back to.
Hi, my name is Victor Zach. I'm an ambassador with Community Service Council. I was asked to give a story about a client. I'm a realtor, and here's the story you're about to hear. It's a young gentleman planning on getting married. His first stop is the Community Service Council, where he goes for budgeting. You probably don't realize, but CSC does offer budgeting classes for people that are preparing to purchase a house. It's probably the first step most people don't do. You truly find out what you could afford and you can't afford. The ordeal took about 1.5 years, and he had some stumbling blocks. Some were credit, some were the amount of money he wanted to purchase, and yes, he was looking at something more than he could really afford. As they work through the counselors with Christina, they work on a budget. He qualified income on one, just by himself. His fiance's income didn't qualify. He wanted to live within his means, where most people don't. By doing this, his ideas have changed. They were looking to be out in Plainfield. A baby kind of came into the mix, so they needed to be a little bit closer to home. They were living with his grandmother in Bolingbrook in Town Center, and once they realized that they have the built-in babysitter and the grandmother really wanted to watch the child after he was born, their ideas have changed. They ended up purchasing a home in Town Center, and I give this boy a lot of kudos. He did it by himself. It was a long process. It was 1.5 years from start to finish. He had his budgeting class. He paid his bills down. He qualified on one income, and they have a great start to a great life. Welcome to the neighborhood. Thank you.
Well, first and foremost, WJOL and Alpha Media, we're a news gathering organization. We report the news, traffic, weather, we talk to community figures, but what I wanted to do with this radio station, more so than just be a news organization, is be a huge part of the community. Because we are Joliet, we are Will County, and this particular area has no other platform to get its views out, to entertain, but yet also inform residents of the area what's happening within their school districts, their park districts, their municipalities. It's a huge part of what we do here. So yes, we could just stick to reporting the news, but as far as I'm concerned, and as long as I'll be running the radio station, we want to be immersed in the community, helping not-for-profit organizations who don't have a budget, who don't have the time, who don't have the resources to get their message out. That's what we can do for them. We can be that platform so they can further their efforts, if you will, in helping the community be a better place. It's a huge part of what WJOL has been for 90 plus years and will continue to be. What would we do without the Community Service Council of Northern Will County? That's a really good question. Ask hundreds of people, thousands of people who have been impacted by this organization. When something tragic happens to a family, whether it's a death, whether it's an injury, whether it's a divorce, where does that family turn? There's a lot of issues to be settled, and having someone to talk to, an organization like the CSC to talk to, is huge, absolutely huge. Whether it's the little kids dealing with issues at school, whether it's teenagers dealing with issues of just getting older and about ready to embark on lives of their own, or whether it's for a family who has been hit with a tragedy, whether it be personal or physical. The CSC is there to talk to them, to help them, to give them maybe light at the end of the tunnel. It's an organization that I truly don't know what Northern Will County would do if they didn't have it.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Owens. I'm the General Assistant Director here for DuPage Township. I do want to take a moment to share something with you about Community Service Council, better known as CSC. We are partnership with Community Service Council with helping our community. Some of the things we help with our community is budgeting classes, mortgage classes, and also family counseling. Family counseling is something that's very big that's needed in our community. So we appreciate the partnership with Community Service Council. I kind of want to take a moment to share a story with you with a family that came in from Romeoville. And the family from Romeoville needed some assistance. They didn't come in needing mortgage assistance. They just came in because they needed help with utility bills. Of course, when you're dealing with utility bills, you have a lot of other things that you're dealing with. Along with speaking with the family, I found out that they were behind in their mortgage. Just want to let you know, I was able to make a phone call to Gloria, and Gloria was able to help this family save their home, which this family was not coming in for that. They thought everything was over. And to our surprise, not my surprise, but maybe yours and the family's, Community Service Council was able to help this family, and they did save the family's home. So I do encourage families, if there are things that you're looking for, please give us a story. When you give us a story, we're able to help through a lot of great partnerships, such as the partnership with Community Service Council.
Hi, good afternoon. I am here to talk to you about the Community Service Council Ambassadorship Program. It's an easy program. If you're interested in becoming a little more involved in your community, I have the plan for you. Meetings are once a year, but there's always help there at the Community Service Council to help you reach out to anybody you know or meet, or friends of friends, family of friends that may need Community Service Council help. Something that's right in our backyard. We're not even aware sometimes of what we have at our fingertips, and we're so blessed to have this organization that reaches out and helps people in times of need, financial need, sometimes crisis, whatever the case may be. It can be anywhere. And as you go around through your community and you're active in your church, as I am, or active at Fountaindale Library, as I am as a trustee, you just reach out to people, and if when you see a need or somebody asks you if you know of a place that can help, Community Service Council is the place. They partner with DuPage Township back and forth, and they rely on each other to help people back and forth in whatever needs there may be. It's wonderful being able to reach out in the community and give a little bit back to everything that we've been given. It's so nice, and it's so easy just to be the eyes and the ears of Community Service Council. When there's a need, we can help by just directing them in the right direction to Community Service Council. I ask you to consider being an ambassador. It is a wonderful program. It's easy to do. We meet a lot of nice people, and the commitment is small, but the help is so large, and it's so genuine. So again, I ask you to think, open up your hearts, and be the eyes and ears of the community and to those in need. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Hi, my name is Brian Cedergren, and as a member of the Board of Directors for Community Service Council, my role really is to understand and live the mission statement for the organization: inspire a positive difference in people's lives. CSC, really, their role is to give back and be involved in the communities in which we serve. We believe that we are truly one of the best kept secrets in the Will County and DuPage County areas. And my role on the CSC Council, one of them is to be involved in the Finance Committee. It's extremely important that as a not-for-profit organization, we ensure the funds that we receive are put to use for really the goals and the objectives to give back to the community. As part of the Finance Committee, we ensure that we have adequate funds to do the things we need to do, and we're also very fiscally responsible with the money that we receive through grants, fundraisers, and personal and corporate donations. We use those funds for educational purposes, such as homebuyer seminars and financial education. We also use them to ensure that the clients that come to us get an opportunity to use our services at lower costs. So it's really important that those individuals who may need counsel or court-approved programs, that they have the opportunity to use those to better their lives. truly an honor, a privilege to be part of the Community Service Council, and we appreciate and welcome your support. Thank you.
In Will County right now, there's a shortage of mental health providers. There are 1,060 residents for every one mental health provider. And these mental health providers are helping families and individuals who are going through a wide array of difficulties. Could be marital, school-related problems, teen behavioral issues, PTSD, and so many others. So when you are going through that type of struggle, it's hard to find out how can you move on from that. And then it impacts every other area of your life as well, which is why the Community Service Council of Northern Will County is a crucial and vital component to our community for so many families and individuals out there who are struggling with mental health. The Community Service Council of Northern Will County is there, and their dedicated staff and counselors are there to help those when they need it most.
Hi there, we're here today with Pat Garcia from the Community Service Council, and we have a couple questions we're going to share with you. Pat, how long have you been part of the CSC team?
I am starting my 8th year.
8th year, wonderful. And what's the most rewarding part of your role?
Wow, that's tough sometimes. I think probably meeting different people and helping them, and whether it be through a phone call or for them coming in, or they need assistance with paperwork or whatever it might be, or if they just have a really special need. It's really nice when you can help those individuals and meet their needs, or send them to the appropriate people.
Awesome.
That's wonderful. And how do you hope to have an impact in the future?
Wow. To continue in the role that I have here, I wear many hats. So there's a lot of different areas that I touch, whether it be people or anything as simple as paying a bill or answering a phone call, whatever it might be. So I really enjoy that, being able to be more than just one thing or doing one continuous thing. I like the variety and meeting the people and the different opportunities that come in the door. You just never know.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thanks for joining us today as we're seeing a little glimpse into Community Service Council as they are celebrating their 40 years in service.